Hello, thank you for joining us. We're going to wrap this up with Lazarus today. So now Jesus is at the tomb. And what happens? Jesus says, roll the stone away. And the sisters were like, he been in there 4 days. He is stinking. That's what happens when people put you in a place and it's like you're never coming out. They have assigned you a place of defeat. They call your name. They called him stinking. They said, no, you don't want to do that. It smells. He smells. There is nothing in there that can help us. Jesus told them to roll the stone away. Roll the stone away. Roll the stone away. Because Jesus said, I got something. And then he says, Lazarus, come forth. And here he is, still bound, hopping, moving as best he can, bound by the burial cloths, bound together. And yet, here he is, moving. Comes to the gate of the tomb. And there he is, Lazarus, alive again. Not dead. Alive again. That which we thought would never happen has happened. I want to go down a whole different rabbit hole now. How many of your dreams, how many of those things that God has placed in your hearts are laid behind a stone in a tomb of you've forgotten about? He's saying to those dreams, come forth. He's saying to those things that we put aside and put away as if they were never ever going to happen, come forth. He's saying to us, when we find ourselves locked away, he ruptures a tomb. He ruptures a tomb of indifference. He ruptures a tomb of intolerance. He ruptures a tomb of sometimes even hate. And he tells us to come forth. And then once he comes forth, just like he says to Lazarus, he said, loose that band and let him go. Take what is binding him away so that he can be free. This whole story brings us down to that one point. Jesus wants us to be free in him. He wants us to be free in Jesus. He wants to be free in God. He wants us to be free. So today, let's be grateful that Jesus still opens tombs. Jesus still calls us out of dark places. Jesus still calls our dreams out of those tombs that we have placed them in. He says, come forth. It's time to be free. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.